Okay, I think we are live. Okay, so there's a bit of a delay, but not too bad. I need to actually flip my computer. Okay, so let's do this. I hope it still works once I do this. Did it work? It worked. Yay. Okay. I am going to send out a tweet, and then I will get started. Actually, can I just share from here? I can. Ooh, look at that. I am learning how to do things, guys. Chill Art Stream is live. Come join the good vibes. Okay. So, hello, hello, hello. I have not been on YouTube in a minute. So, I think right now it's honestly just me and chat, but you know, that's fine. I'm glad my little character is where I want her. I tried syncing my little character to my audio, but I don't know how to do that. So she's just going to be there because I did not want to be in front of a camera today. So she's my little representative. But hello, hello. So this is just going to be a chill art stream because I haven't been on YouTube in a minute, and honestly, I kind of been drawing a lot lately, especially digitally, and I was like, you know, I could probably try streaming this. So I figured that's what I do. So I have like kind of an idea in mind of what I want to do. I debated on if I should do an OC or if I should just design a dress, and I kind of want to just design a dress, so I think I'm gonna do that. Let me see. I do that. So I might be like fiddling around because where I normally put my mic, I might have to move because I'm right-handed and it's like on my right side. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to shift things around. Okay. Oof. Is that gonna work? Yeah, hopefully that works. I have too many things. I probably should have like cleaned my desk off, but you know, we're vibing today. Okay, so this should hopefully be good. And then if I put my phone there, I can see chat if my phone doesn't slide. I got a new phone recently. That was pretty fun. I got the iPhone 12. So far, I'm liking it. It didn't come with as much storage space as I wanted. I really wanted like 128 gig, but I ended up with a 64, which is fine. So far, I think I've only used like 12 to 18 gigs, but I also only have my social media in 2 games. I still need to like add over the other games. So I am going to, I don't know if I want to make this dress sweetheart cut or just straight across. I feel like I make all dresses sweetheart cut, but I really just like how it looks. So, there we go. Do I like how that looks? Yeah, it might need to go up a little bit on this side. But yeah, so I just want to have this chill stream. It's probably going to be me just kind of talking to myself because I kind of forgot that most of my friends play D&D on Friday nights, but it's fine. It's whatever. We will survive. It's just a chill vibe stream. I feel like this boob looks so weird. Maybe this one's just too high up. I'm gonna lower the boob. Crap, I don't know if did I do? Okay. Yes, I'm not. Lower this boob a little. Darn it, I did it in the wrong layer. So I'm still getting used to like drawing digitally. I've gotten much better at it lately, but I'm still not like good at it, so I'm notorious for drawing things like in the complete wrong layer. I designed an OC for Genshin the other day, and I couldn't decide if I wanted her outfit to be like pink and white or if I wanted it to be like grays and reds. And so I did her in both colors, and I think it was when I was doing the grays and reds, which was like the second, I like colored a bunch of things on the wrong layer, and then I realized it and was like, shit. So I had to like go back to redo it. And then when I redid it, or when I started to redo it, I was still on the wrong layer. So I ended up drawing this one part like 3 times because I couldn't get it on the right layer. But luckily, this time I caught myself fast enough. So, I don't know why I drew the body with such a thin pencil, but right now we're just sketching, so it shouldn't be an issue. Okay, so I'm kind of like a swoop cut. It's going to be off the shoulder. Yeah. I kind of want it to be like a puff sleeve, but not like super long. Let's see, her elbows are there. I was thinking like maybe mid-length. Kind of like there. Yeah, let's see how that goes. So, gonna do like a 1-inch kind of like hem, and then we're gonna balloon sleeve. Yeah, just like that. I'm gonna erase a little bit here to get rid of the line. This is actually like, I'm still getting used to doing it on like the computer, but I actually really love designing dresses. It's always been like one of my favorite like things to do growing up. Like I think I started, oh god, probably, in my mind it's literally like as far back as I can remember. So probably like kindergarten or first grade I've been designing dresses, but I want to say it was probably like 2nd or 3rd grade I really started to get into it. And then as I got older, I just drew more and more. Like I remember in 7th grade I had like a fashion booklet that had like models and you would like draw dresses and stuff, and I was like designing like my friends' wedding dresses for them. I also had from like a really young age, like elementary school, like a fashion studio thing where it was like a little light box that came with tracing paper, and on the light box was already like a figure, and there were different like laminated pieces that you could switch in and out to give you like if you wanted like an A-line skirt or if you wanted like a long sleeve shirt and stuff like that, and you could like put them on top of the light box and then put your tracing paper in. And so I used to love doing that. Um, and it got to the point where I stopped using the laminated pieces. I would literally use the light box for the form, and then I would just draw on that. And then, since then, I just kind of like, it became one of the things that I would doodle during school. Because, you know, everybody, well, maybe not everybody. I guess if you're not very talented in art or you don't really care for art, you might not do it. But I was like an art kid all throughout like high school. Actually, I guess all throughout school in general. And so I used to doodle like, you could always tell how bored I was by what I doodled. And so if I was doodling like dresses, that meant that I was so bored that like instead of paying attention to class, I was drawing full blown like haute couture dresses. So you could always tell if I was drawing dresses, that meant I was extremely bored. Okay, I feel like this sleeve is not gonna cooperate with me the way I want it to. Oh, maybe. I'm gonna get rid of, yeah, because then the bodice of the dress is gonna go there. Okay, so we're just gonna fix up this little area. There we go. Flip it back around. Okay. It's always like so hard for me to get it back. There we go. I did before stream start off with this figure because I didn't think you guys would want to watch for like 20 minutes me trying to like do a decent body. But what do I want to do now? I'm trying to decide if I want to give this a corset or not. I don't know. I don't think I will. Oh, whoops, as I'm clicking things on my computer. That's my one issue with having a touch screen is that I'm always like hitting things. I will also forewarn you guys that I have a habit of like drawing like super zoomed in. I don't know why. Like even if you watch me like draw on like a piece of paper, I always have to be like super freaking close to the paper. Like I don't know what it is. And like I wear glasses, but I'm like nearsighted. So it's not like it's an issue or anything. I'm not like blind, but for some reason when I like draw, I feel like I'm just like blind in like all senses. Like even if I'm on like my computer, I'll be like 2 inches away from the screen with it like zoomed in to like here. And I'll be like working on like detailing, which is definitely not good for my eyesight, but I just got like blue light glasses back in February. So they're like my prescription lenses, but they have like the blue light filter. So I've been making sure that if I'm like drawing, I've been wearing those because it's bad enough I'm gonna be staring at the screen for like 2 hours while I draw, but having them on in general, just being on the computer for 2 hours is a good thing. But I don't know if I want to give this a corset. So I kind of have an idea of a dress in mind, but I'm also like, there are like 30 different ways that I could take this dress. Because I know the skirt part is what I'm the most unsure about. I think I don't know, I feel like I always draw corsets on my dresses. Oh. Hopefully some of my friends will stop in. I asked some of my, if you guys follow the channel, like, I play lots of games with my friends. And I mod, like, one of my friends' Twitch's channel. He is SW Clutch. Definitely check him out. We've been playing Monster Prom, and it gets so funny. Also very, like, rated 18 plus. But it's very funny. Highly recommend. I will potentially be posting the videos because I have been recording our sessions, so I might post the videos to YouTube. I want to because I think it's funny content, but I'm also like applying for a program abroad, and so I'm kind of like skeptical about posting something that like not safe for work because I don't want it to like kill my chances of working like abroad. So I'm kind of like hesitant on that. So definitely like let me know if you guys want. Like I will definitely put like the you have to be like an adult to watch it warning because we get very, very raunchy in it. And it's very rated like 18 plus on all aspects. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom that in. And that's uneven. Do it this way. I don't know why. I'm definitely the type of person that I need to like flip things upside down in order to do like certain things. And there we go. That's better. I'm gonna do that, and I think I'm gonna erase the boob lines. I'm gonna kind of like, yeah. And on here, erase the boob lines. Just so I can kind of see what I'm working with a bit better. I'm gonna keep the arm lines though. Hey Rob. Dude, I wish my car had an extended warranty. My car is literally on its deathbed, like, so bad, like, I should not be driving it bad, but I still am. My mom's actually taking me out in her car tomorrow to teach me how to drive her car so that we can scrap my car, because as soon as, like, winter hits, I like can't drive my car. Like every issue you can imagine being wrong with your car is wrong with my car. So I wish my car had a warranty, but my car is so freaking old. But hey Rob, how are you doing? How's your Friday? Is today Friday? I don't know. I have no track of days whatsoever. Do I want to carry this hemline over? Oh, you're doing some art yourself? Is it art you can talk about? Because I know sometimes like you work on projects that like you don't share until like they're finished, but sometimes you talk about it. Which layer am I in? Okay. Yeah, for anybody who's like watching this after the fact, Flacco's really, really good at art. Do you have an art channel? Like, I feel like I should know if you have an art, like, social media. But if you do, definitely feel free to, like, share it below. Because you make some great art. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm literally just, like, BSing my art skills right now. You were replicating a Mario Party title card thing. That actually sounds really, really cool. Are you just doing it for funsies, or are you doing it for, like, something in particular? I don't like how that one looks. Okay, I'm getting rid of the arms. Doing it for funsies. Making one for all of the peeps. I can show you what it looks like. Yeah, that would be super cool. If you wouldn't mind sharing. Thank God I'm in the right layer. Mario Party is really fun. I haven't played Mario Party in like a long time. I've been watching like streamers playing the Switch version, but I don't have many people who like play Mario Party, like IRL. Oh, God damn it. I'm always in the wrong layer. I gotta have like some sort of notification that like lets me know when I'm in the wrong layer. Those are cool. Those are really cool, King. I feel like I've called you 3 different names since this started. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I love the colors of the peach one. Peach is always my favorite. Oh, there was something. Oh, yeah. I was about to say there's something where I was talking about how some character was dressed up as Daisy from Mario. And I couldn't remember what it was. It was Monster Prom. In Monster Prom, one of the characters, who I'm drawing a blank on her. And I feel really. Oh, Miranda. The, like, fish princess dresses up as Daisy. You do go by many names. I was about to say I go by many names, but I guess I don't, like, unless you know, because all my online names are the same. But I guess if you, like, know me, like IRL, it's like different because then it's like, like my real name and like my online name. And everybody always calls like my online name like something different. So like I have some people who call me like Arissa Dia. I have some people who call me Ari. I've had some people in the past call me Dia. And then like there's people like you who know like my real name, but then also like many of like my nicknames off of my name. I don't know. I feel like I answer to anything. I don't know if I like how that fabric looks. No, that's fine. I'll change it later. Insert real name here. Residia Ari Rissa the Queen. Yes, girl. I don't think anybody's called me Yes, girl, but I do go by many names. I noticed it playing Monster Prom with Clutch that he, because my name, I go by Rissa when we play Monster Prom, he always pronounces it Risa. And I think it's funny because most of the time, if somebody calls me Risa, it's because they don't know my full name. Whereas you pronounce it correctly as Rissa because you know my full name, but I'm like, Clutch knows my full name, so I think it's funny that he mispronounces Rissa. But him saying Risa, like, still answer to it because that's what they used to call me in Japan, because that's how my name's pronounced in Japan. So I think it's like really funny. He at least pronounces Arisadia right, but it did take a long time. Yeah, that is a Clutch thing. He can't talk. He is getting better. He's getting much better at reading. I don't have to stop him like every other line when we play Monster Prom. God. I don't know if you guys can hear my mom from downstairs. I kind of hope you can't. She's like on the phone with my grandmother, and my mom has, first of all, no matter who my mom is on the phone with, my mom thinks she has to yell into the phone. But when she's on with my grandmother can't hear very well. So then she yells twice as loud. So my mom is like downstairs right now, and I have my room door closed, and I can still hear like every single word my mom is saying as if she's in the room with me. You can't hear her? Okay, that's good. I was really hoping you guys wouldn't. I like debated on like starting later because I wasn't sure if I wanted to start at like 7:30 or 8. But I decided to like just go at 7:30, which is when she was like starting to call my grandmother. I don't know what skirt to do. Okay, King. I know you probably don't know much about like dress fashion, but what type of skirt should I do? I could do just something like short. I'm gonna add a new layer because I'm just gonna like doodle these off to the side. So I could do just like a small kind of like bubble hem skirt. I could do something more form fitting that kind of like hugs the waist and kind of just like a mini skirt type thing. I could do a mini skirt with like an overlay over it. I could do a high low skirt, which is kind of like that. Something asymmetrical, kind of like that. kind of like this one up here. So it'd be kind of like that. Because this was my issue, was I was like, I know exactly what I want to do for the top, but then I was like, there are like 20 different ways I can make the skirt look. You like it? Okay. Then we will go with that. You know what? I'm just gonna delete that layer and go into this one. Okay. Hey, baby. You coming up here, babe? Yeah. Come here. Come on. I left you some space. Come on. Good boy, baby. Good boy. Okay, okay. You're coming on my lap? Okay, come here. Okay. Okay. Be careful, baby. I don't want you knocking over my microphone. The last time you did that, it fell on you and you got freaked. My cat is currently joining the party. He was like sleeping by my door, and now he's under my desk. So hopefully we won't have any tech issues with him like tripping on the mic cord or like knocking into the desk. Okay, so let's do oh crap. God, sometimes I hate this being touchscreen. Well, now you guys can all see my background. Actually, I don't think I've ever shown off my background. I'm gonna do that. This is my background. Ignore, like, all of my, like, games and stuff. But I commissioned this from Freya Sand. It is myself and Jungkook. And granted, it's a really old version of myself. I got that done in my freshman year of college. So it's been a really long time. Like, that was back when I still had my, like, teal hair tips. When, like, half my hair was teal. Before I started dyeing it pink, and now it's just ombre. And yes, you see that, Genshin? Did I tell you I got child last night? I tweeted out 2 nights ago that I had done 50 polls and hadn't gotten child and hadn't gotten a single Chongyun, because the only reason I was even pulling on the banner was I wanted child, but I had kind of been like, you know, I'm saving up for Toma, so I don't want to like pull for like child unless there's like something else that in case I don't get child, I'll still be getting rewarded. So when I saw Chongyun on the banner, I was like, oh my god, I need to pull for him because I already have C1 Chongyun. So I thought that in attempting to like pull for child, because I was only going to pull until the 50-50. And so I was like, okay, Chongyun's there, so even if I don't get like child, I can at least get like Chongyun. Well, for some reason, I have like pretty good luck in that I haven't like ever had to make it to the 50-50. Like, I only have 2 5-stars that weren't like free, because obviously I have Alloy and the Traveler. But my other 2 5-stars are literally like special event 5-stars that I've gotten like before the 50-50. Because I got Yoimiya at like 70 pulls, and I got child at 51. So I was like, what the heck is my luck that I keep getting the 5-stars I want at like soft pity before even going to the 50/50. Like, I don't have any of the, like, normal banner 5 stars. But out of those 60 pulls that I did to get Child, I didn't get a single Chongyun. I was like, how did I not get a single Chongyun? I got 1 Ningguang, 1 Rust Bow, and I got freaking 4 Yanfeis. I started with 0 Yanfeis and got enough of her to C3 her. And I have no idea how to build Yanfei, and I just really wanted Chongyun. So I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I was so sad. And what I hate is before the banners actually got announced and stuff, the people who were like leaking things online were showing like a Child banner. Crap. We're showing a Child banner with Toma, Chongyun, and Kaya. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, please let this be true, because that would literally be my husbando team and Chongyun. And so it would literally be, it would literally be me attempting to get at least 1 Child, but then me essentially, like, C6ing the rest of my team. So when people were, like, showing that as, like, the potential leak of the banner, I was like, oh my god, MiHoYo, please let that be true. Like, I need that in my life. And then I watched the live stream, and it wasn't. And I was like, oh, no. I was so sad. But I also, like, don't get... Oh, baby, please put your butt down. Okay, my cat is tipping my frickin' desk because he's sticking his butt in the air. Like, I can understand them splitting up the male wives because, like, putting Toma and Child on the same banner would be hilarious, but I understand why they didn't do it. But I don't get why they put Toma on a Hu Tao rerun, because it's like, why would you put the 4-star character everybody's been waiting for on the same banner as somebody who's literally his exact, like, abilities and stuff? Because he's a pyro polearm, and Hu Tao's a pyro polearm. So why would you make the new 4-star and the rerun 5-star, like, the same? So luckily, I don't mind Hu Tao out of, like, the other characters that they were expecting, like, a rerun for. I don't mind it being Hu Tao, because I think she's a cool character, and she's, like, kind of OP. But I'm also, like, I think it's weird to have the 5-star and the new 4-star be, like, the same, like, not, like, ability, but, yeah. Or get Hu Tao if I wasn't saving for the... Are you going for Ito, or are you going for Guro? Because I know you and I talked a little bit about it, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do, like, Ito, like, I'm just gonna, like, C6 Toma. But then, like, everybody has been posting Ito fan art, and I'm like, no, stop. Because it's like, at first, when I first saw him, I was like, oh, like, he kind of looks cool, but, like, not really my type and stuff. But now, like, the fandom is turning him into, like, just, like, an abolitious, like, hot, like, Oni himbo. And I'm like, you can't do that. Like, you can't showcase his abs and his titties and be like, yo, this man's a himbo. Because that just checks off everything on my list. If I do decide to, I kind of hope that he's not, like, the next, like, like, I kind of hope his banner isn't after Hu Tao, because, like, if it is, I will never end up getting him. because I'm definitely, I don't think I'll see 6 Toma. I want to, but right now I currently have, I think, I want to say right now I have about 90 pulls. Alex, can you figure out how you want to lay my dude? I think right now I have about 90 pulls because I think when I started pulling for child, no, I have more than 90 pulls. Because when I started pulling for child, I had almost, I had about 180 pulls. So it would have been enough for if I was going for child and didn't get him where I got him, like I could have ensured that I got him. But then I got him in 60 pulls. So now I have, I think, like 120 pulls left. And by the start of Toma's banner, I'll have about 160 pulls, not counting any like primo gems that I get from quests or events. But I'm like, if I have the same luck with Toma that I had for Chongyun, there's no way I'm C6ing him. Because that's just like not gonna happen. But I would like to see 6 Toma. I just don't know if I can. I will 100% say though that I might wail for Toma. I did make a promise to myself that I would spend, if I needed to spend money, I would spend up to $50 to try to see 6 Toma. I've been debating on raising it to 100, but we'll see how desperate I am when the time comes. You need him to be first, otherwise you can't pull for Guro. I'm assuming him and Guro will be on the same banner, right? Because I've heard some people are saying that Itto and Guro will be on the same banner. And I've heard other people speculating that Guro might be on an Albedo rerun. You assume Guro will be on the second banner? Yeah. I feel like he's gonna be on a rerun. I don't like how that looks. Yeah. Like, I feel like if they introduced another character, whoops, not what I wanted to do, then they might. I'm really surprised they haven't, made, Ayato a character, like Ayaka's brother. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad that they haven't, because the fan base has already created like what they think he should look like. And essentially the entire fan base has kind of agreed on a style. Like the kind of like parted bangs, like, and stuff. Like, if this is him, it's kind of like this style bang with like a ponytail. And they've all just decided that he's a hydro user. And I forgot if they had him as a sword. I feel like they made him a sword. But essentially, the entire like Genshin fandom has like decided on what Ayato looks like, and I feel like if MiHoYo's, like, if they do decide to release him as a real character, and he doesn't look like what the fandom expects him to look like, I feel like there's gonna be major backlash. And, like, I can't see that going well. I don't know if I like this skirt. Okay, I'm gonna have to change this. Imagine it's just Ayaka, but they give her bigger muscles. That would be so funny. I mean, the fan base's depiction of him is basically that, honestly. Because it, like, she has a ponytail, he has a ponytail. Like, it's very, like, he looks very, very similar to her. He actually, I really do like how the fan base depicts him, honestly. And so I'm kind of like, that's why I think if he doesn't look like how the fandom thinks he looks, Mihoyo is gonna get lots of backlash. But I guess that'll be their problem. Which is, honestly, I feel like the backlash for Ayato can't be any worse than the backlash that they got for their anniversary. Like, granted, I feel like the fan base definitely overreacted a lot with the anniversary rewards. Like, it's really like, I feel it was the fault of the fandoms. Like, yeah, Genshin did end up fixing it, but I do think that, like, the fan base just hyped up, like, oh, Genshin's gonna do all of these things. And then when Genshin was like, we're actually not, everybody freaked out and was like, how dare you not do this? Like, how dare you not give us a free 5-star? How dare you not give us this? And stuff like that. And I'm like, have y'all ever played any other games? Because, like, most, like, certain games don't even give you anniversary rewards, and other games, normally it's just, like, a very small reward and, like, a thank you screen. Or, like, a weekly login reward of something, like, small. Like, I personally think Genshin had one of the best, like, anniversary rewards out of, like, most games that I play. And so the fact that people were, like, going and, like, review bombing it, I was like, are you guys serious? And the fact that it wasn't even just Genshin that they were review bombing, they were going on different games that had nothing to do with Genshin. I was like, what are you guys doing? Like, what the actual hell? And people wonder why people hate, like, the Genshin fandom. I'm like, for the most part, like, I don't mind the Genshin fandom. But that, I was just like, you guys are crazy. And the fact that they were, like, attacking, like, the voice actors and stuff, I'm like, excuse you? I'm like, Zach Aguilar and, like, Christian Banas and, like, Sarah Cruz Miller and Erica Harlicker and Karina and, like, all of the other voice actors, like, don't get to have any say in it. Like, even Chris Fiala, like, the voice acting manager, had nothing to do with it. Like, I don't get why people were freaking out and stuff. I'm like, why are you guys review bombing games that have nothing to do with Genshin and then attacking people who literally have no say in it? I don't know if I like the skirt. What do you think about this skirt? Do you think I should make it longer or, like, more of, like, Jurassic, like that? Yeah, people don't use critical thinking. Yeah, some of it was Genshin's fault, but a lot of it, I think, was just overhyping. Yeah. Yeah, it was just a vocal minority. But it, like, killed me because, like, because of Genshin, I've gotten really into English voice acting. Like, I've always been a fan of voice acting. Like, if you, like, look on my channel, like, I literally have, like, a top 10 favorite Japanese male voice actors in which I go, like, into extreme detail because I've always really liked voice acting. It's always been, like, kind of like a secret passion of mine. And when I first got into anime, I watched dubs, so I, like, knew a bit about voice acting from, like, the English perspective, but then I switched to subs and got really into, like, Japanese voice actors. But, like, now because of Genshin, I've gotten back into, like, English voice acting and stuff because of the English voice actors. So I've been watching them play games and stuff. Like, I'm subbed to Christian Banas, who is Toma's voice actor. And I feel kind of weird about it because, like, I'm not even subbed for Clutch, but I'm subbed to, like, Christian. But I did do it as his birthday gift. Although then I also donated money for his birthday. So I guess eventually I'll sub to Max. Perhaps a shorter skirt would work. And see, I don't know what would go well with a top. Because I was thinking for the top, maybe not like because like a balloon skirt could work, which would be like a balloon hem, where it's kind of like similar to like the sleeves. But I don't know if I like that. So I was thinking like maybe kind of similar to the asymmetrical, but do like a mini skirt kind of, and then have that, or have like the mini skirt and have like this as like a translucent layer over it. Dang, she said no loyalty. I'm kidding. Well, I mean, I'm loyal, but I'm also broke. So, like, I haven't subbed to Zach Aguilar's YouTube despite wanting to. Granted, I'm also waiting because he has a thing that the people who sub to him, once he hits a certain number, he's going to cosplay as Ether. And I want to be like one of the last people to like achieve the goal. And let's try it and adjust as needed. Okie dokie. So, I'm going to zoom in. So, actually, I'm gonna make the mini skirt. We're gonna do it this way. I'm gonna zoom in because I'm so bad at working on things when they're zoomed out. That's not straight. I'm so excited. I get to meet Zach Aguilar in November. I'm very excited about it. I literally went to Google and looked up anime conventions near me so that I could see if there were any nearby that I could like ask the convention to invite him. And in me doing that, I found that the only one nearby that's happening sometime soon is in New York City in November. And when I went to see what guests they had, to see if like that was where I could like ask for certain people, I found out he was already invited. And so I was like, oh my God. I was like, I don't know if I can get the time off to actually go, but even if I could get time off from work to go for one day, like maybe I could take a day trip, like leave super early in the morning, go like meet him, and like come back super late at night. And I like told Gabby about it. And Gabby was like, oh my God, I wanted to go to convention with you before you like left for Japan. like, I'd totally be down for going with you if you could get the time off. And I was like, bet. And so I like asked my boss, because we normally get confirmed like one Saturday and one Sunday off a month. And so I messaged my boss and I was like, hey, what are the chances that you could give me my one Saturday off and my one Sunday off on the same day, like on the same weekend? And she said it was fine as long as it was not Black Friday. And I was like, it's the weekend before Black Friday. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. And I was like, yay. And so now Gabby and I have booked our hotel room and our tickets to the convention. We have not booked our flight yet. But yeah, hope you have a great time. I want to hear all about it. You will hear all about it. I might vlog. I might need to buy a new SD card. Because my camera SD card is broken because I accidentally messed it up. Because I put it in the wrong direction one day and it's been kind of basically broken ever since. So that's fun. So I might need to get an SD card. If I get an SD card, I will definitely try to vlog. If not, I'll probably maybe do like a stream and talk about it. I actually might do a stream. I've been debating on if I want to do fan art to give him, because I have a couple of cute ideas. Like he voices Espresso Cookie in Cookie Run Kingdom, and Espresso Cookie has very similar colors, like the same color palette as Ether. So I thought it would be really cute to draw like either Ether in Espresso Cookie's outfit or Espresso Cookie in Ether's outfit, or both. But I also thought it would be really cool to draw like a picture of him, and he has a thing that when he does a gotcha pull, when he finally has like done a few pulls and he's like, okay, I need like the 5-star, he always says like, who's ever like there, flip the switch. And normally after he says flip the switch, he ends up getting it. And so I thought it would be kind of cute to draw like a picture of like him saying like flip the switch. So I might do that, and I might like stream me working on that, but that one I feel like is going to be much more like labor intensive. He cheated on the report him. Sometimes it doesn't work though. It's very like, sometimes it takes like another like 10 pulls and stuff. But it is very funny to see that like a lot of the times he will say like flip the switch, and then like within like the next 10 pulls he normally gets like the 5-star. Sometimes it's not the 5-star he wants, but he normally does get it. The skirt is still not, whoops, doing what I want it to do, but we're gonna go with it. So we're gonna do that, that there. Okay. He's pull the lever, Gronk. Honestly, that's what I think of whenever he says flip the switch. I always think of that. Speaking of getting the 5-star we want, I hope this Hydro Mage comes home soon. It's been over a year. Hydro Mage as in like Mona? I was like praying to get Mona soon because I've been fighting the pyrohypostasis because, I gotta like level up Yoimiya, and also Toma is supposed to be using the pyrohypostasis, so I've been like farming it essentially. And for the longest time, I only had Barbara as like a Hydro character. And like she wasn't even built well because I honestly find Barbara annoying, which is kind of weird because she's the character who I can do the best impression of. But like, I think it's because I hate her that I'm so good at it. But I ended up like having to use her and stuff. And so I was like, please give me like Mona or like any of the other Hydra characters. Because I was like, I just can't stand Barbara. And so one of my last 10 pulls on the normal banner, like the permanent banner, I got Xingqiu. And so I was like, yay. So I leveled him up a bit. And then now I have Child, who I really hate that he's a bow user because I'm not good with bow users. Like, I'm very happy that his E move is literally like close combat because I am so bad with like bow users. Like, I love Yoimiya so much, and I know a lot of people hate how Yoimiya is built, but if you're not a good bow user, Yoimiya is cracked. Like, Yoimiya is so powerful if you are shit at aiming. Clutchy, hey! Welcome to the stream. You aren't the only person who likes Barbara. I honestly, her moves aren't bad. I just don't use healers, and I think that's a me thing. Like, I am a full, like, if my entire team could be main DPS, I would make my entire team main DPS. I don't use healers, and I'm honestly worried about getting Toma because I have no idea how to use a shield character. Like, I am always the type of person that's like, yes, I just attack, and whatever happens, happens. So that's my main issue with Barbara, is I don't use healers, so I'm kind of like, that and her voice is just like it just kind of like annoys me. Like, Laura Stahl does a phenomenal job with her, don't get me wrong. I can't take Barbara seriously. And welcome, Clutch. Thanks for stopping by before D&D. I didn't know what time you guys had D&D, but I knew you guys did D&D on Fridays. You're a shield main? Who's on your team, King? Like, who's your, like, main team? Because I know you probably have some, like, real OP characters. Because you've been playing for so long and you actually know how to play the game. I feel like that's another thing about me, is in me, like, watching the voice actors play, especially Christian Banas, like Toma's voice actor, like, I feel like he has essentially tutored me on how to play because I've been playing the game since June, so like almost like 6 months at this point. No, that's not right, is it? June, July, August, September. No, I've been playing for about 5 months now. And it wasn't until I think I started watching Christian Banas' streams in, I think, like, August that I actually started to, like, learn how to play the game. Like, I didn't know how to, like, level up my characters. I didn't know how to, like, I didn't know what artifacts did. I didn't know how to, like, level up talents or anything. I literally just basically didn't know how to play the game apart from, like, just going through the storyline. And so watching, like, Christian Banas, like, play has just essentially, like, taught me how to do things. And, like, people ask, like, oh, what's your build for this character and stuff like that. Like, I know he has a super OP Chongyun build, and I really gotta, like, go Because, like, I think Chongyun, I don't know if Chongyun's his main DPS, but I know he has, like, a really solid build for Chongyun, because Chongyun's one of his favorites, so I really gotta, like, get Chongyun, like, my Chongyun, that build. Your main team is currently Fischl, Ningguang, Zhongli, and Barbara. Okay, question about Ningguang, because I now have her, because of, I pulled for Child. I only have one of her. And I've tested her out in, like, you know, like the trials that you can do for the characters on the banner. I tried her out for Ayaka's banner and for Child's banner. And I feel like I just don't know how to use her. Like, I get her, like, elemental burst, like her Q move. I don't know if you play on PC, so me saying, like, Q versus E might not make any sense. But I'm assuming you're probably PC. But I feel like, oh, you use PS5. Okay. So, like, her elemental burst versus her elemental skill. So her elemental skill, I don't get the point of it. Like, I feel like I just don't know how to use it. Like, it just kind of puts, like, a translucent wall. Like, is it supposed to do anything? But I get her burst is pretty OP. I do like her burst. But she's, like, one of the characters that I'm like, I have no idea how to use you. But, because I know right now, the wall blocks projectiles. If you walk through it with a Geo character, you boost your Geo damage. Okay. I feel like that's something they should, like, really, like, explain to you. Because I literally, whoops. I'm always just like, because I understood how her burst worked, but I didn't understand her, like, regular, like, elemental skill. I gotta find a good build for Yanfei now that Yanfei is, like, not super strong, but, like, she is C3 now. She's now my highest, like, character constellation wise, apart from, like, the Traveler. But Lumine, I think, mainly only on Enemo. I almost have her fully unlocked on Enemo for her constellation. But I don't think on the other things. But right now, well, currently after getting Child, my team is now Child, Yoimiya, Thoma, not Thoma. Oh my god, I can't believe I said that. Child, Yoimiya, Kaya, and Chongyun. But normally instead of Child, I normally have Lumine. Yanfei can nuke with a Crimson Witch artifact. Build for attack, power, and crit. Okay, I actually have Crimson Witch because I was farming Crimson Witch for Yoimiya, actually. And I know that that's not the set that should go on Yoimiya, but I hadn't unlocked the like, artifact area that has the ones that would be good for Yoimiya. God, these shoes are awful. Pretend that the shoes look good. For some reason, I can never, like, draw shoes. So I am going to, I wonder if this will help it look better. Oops, if I'm on the right layer. Oh, actually, the outer layer is translucent. Okay, so this part should be, there we go. I forgot, you can still see legs with translucent fabric. And just put Tim's on her, she'll be like, dude, I don't even think I can draw Tim's. Like, my shoe drawing ability is so bad. Like, the only shoes that I think I've drawn well are on one of my Genshin OCs. Like, not even both of my Genshin OCs, just one of them. Like, I can probably pull it up. Yeah, because I drew her in two different things. Did I not? Oh, is it in here? Whoops, no, that's not what I wanted. Downloads. Yeah, in here. These shoes look so good. Like, I'm very proud of these shoes. These are, like, I think the only good shoes I've drawn in, like, a long time. Any other shoes that I draw are just, like, really, really bad. Like, on this one, I literally just gave it, like, I just made them, like, high boots because I didn't want to do anything fancier. Because you can always just go safe with, like, high boots. And then my other Genshin OC. Oh, her shoes weren't bad, but, like, they also look kind of bad at the bottom. But yeah, shoes are not my specialty. Like, even in this, which I am actually really excited for this. This is my sexy Hilichurl cosplay design, and, like, peep it now because I'm actually making it and I'm wearing it to the anime convention in November, but it'll be finished by October 31st, and so on Halloween I will hopefully have sexy Hilichurl pictures up on Instagram. Fingers crossed. My mom and I bought more materials today and started on some of the things, and the pictures on Halloween are definitely going to be much sexier than what I will probably wear to the anime convention. Because here you can see, like, there's a bralette and stuff. I'm I don't know if I'm gonna wear a bralette in New York City in the end of November because I don't want to, like, freeze to death. So I will probably still, like, it'll still be, like, sexy-ish, but it's definitely going to be, like, instead of tights, I'm gonna be wearing leggings. I'm definitely going to winterfy it, but I am going to be, like, wearing that if I can finish it. There's a site I have bookmarked that shows off characters' fashion. There's a Genshin tab where you could see the outfits piece by piece. You could use it as inspiration for your drawings and whatnot. And that's actually a really cool idea. I'm actually not even gonna lie. If you look very closely, and I can probably pull them up, if you look at either of my Genshin OCs, because the Lolita one is like a Fatui character, and the other one is a Knights of Favonius character. If you look at their poses, you will actually realize the way that I got their base is actually the Knights of Favonius OC. I actually used Jean as a reference. So I got a picture of, like, Jean's model, and I based mine off of, like, her pose. And then the Lolita one, I based, like, the Fatui one, I based off of Barbara. So it's actually Barbara and Jean is the base model of both of mine Genshin OCs, which I think are kind of funny. Screw it. Okay, I'm gonna draw fancier shoes. Okay, I got really panicked for a second. I thought I drew the shoes on the wrong layer, but I didn't. So that's good. Because I want, like, a kind of summerish. Are we still live? It looks like I'm still live. I got a notification saying that the stream, well, that my OBS like disconnected. So hopefully we're still live. You're good? Okay, that's good. You know what? I'm gonna do what I did. I'm gonna look up some strappy sandals. Because why not? Yeah, there was a small hiccup. My guess is it was probably my internet. Strappy sandal heels. When in doubt, reference pictures. Of course, you can never get them at like a full like frontal view. Because I was kind of going for something like this. But I don't know if that's what I want. I found the cutest shoes today. I went to a thrift store for looking for shoes for my Hilly Trail cosplay because I need black heels. And, you know, I'm not going to pay like $40 for a pair of heels that I'm going to paint on. And I found the cutest, like 5-inch stilettos that were black. So they were the perfect color. They had like the perfect area for me to like paint white for like I need to. And they were Vera Wang. So they were like high quality, really cute, sexy heels that would be perfect. And they were too big. They were like, I had a solid like inch between where my heel was and where the heel of the shoe was. I could walk in them, but man, were they way too big. And I was like, no, I found the perfect shoes. And then they didn't work. These are kind of cute. Oh, actually, I like these. And they're full frontal, which is nice. That's what I need. Okay. And this I can do. If I, you know, use my pencil tool. And then it like crosses over. Does it go to the ankle? Whoops. Why is my computer frozen? Can we work? Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, so it goes up to the back of the ankle. Okay. So it goes. We got this. Look at that. And then, bam. See, all we needed was a reference picture. And now we have these cute, strappy sandals. And there are her toes. There we go. And now we just repeat it on this side. So, boom, 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 boom. There we go. Ta-da! Perfect. And that is how you draw shoes. As you look up a reference picture. Okay. So now, this is what we have so far. Oh my god, my legs are freaking killing me. I've been sitting cross-legged this whole time, which I can normally only sit like this for like an hour. But my cat's like laying on my feet. And so it's like my feet are asleep because I'm sitting on them and then my cat's sitting on them. And I'm also like allergic to my cat. And sometimes I like break out in hives if he like touches my skin. on a bad allergy day and I can feel my legs are starting to itch and I just know it's because he's laying on them. But he's like purring so nicely that I don't want to move him. I kind of, I don't know, I kind of, part of me wants to like make the skirt like more Jurassic. Like that. Oh, that's really bad, like rendition. Kind of like that, but I don't know if that would look better. Let's see. Because let me pull up some reference pictures. Welcome to my Pinterest, aka mainly just my fashion. I have like drawing references and fashion, so fashion. Because something like this one might be kind of cute. Like this type of bottom. But I kind of like what you said about like the asymmetrical design. Wonder if I have any like asymmetrical skirts. I probably do. This is like a year's worth of like haute couture. I was thinking something like this kind of has like that asymmetricalness, if I can get it. Oh, they have it on a person. Oh, that looks much better on on a person. I was wondering how that would look. Something like that might be nice. So maybe. Okay, so if I don't do it fully symmetrical, okay. So if I do it so it's more like starts here. If I go sideways. So if I start it here, and do it more of a like 3/4 angle. Let me bring it down a bit more. And then on this side, we have like another one that kind of just like crosses over. Oh, I should not have done this on the same layer. So we have another piece, just kind of goes like that and crosses over. Okay, so we may have fixed it. Okay, so we'll definitely need to like touch up this line work. Oh, because it is rough. But I think this can add kind of like the flair that I think I'm missing. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, I'm like 2 seconds away from moving my cat because my feet are starting to like burn from him being on it. Okay. And this might be very confusing line work, but oh, that looks much better. Okay, I like this a lot more. Just gonna make that a bit more clean. Kind of clean up these lines a little bit too. There we go. Gotta be nice, chill, and comfy. Yeah. There we go. Okay, yeah, babe, I'm moving it. I am. I know, you can kick me all you want, but I gotta move you. Yes, I need my foot back. Thank you. Okay. Look at how much cat hair you got on me. Okay. So I'm now in a squatting position because my cat refuses to fully move. But I think this looks better. Yeah. Okay, so now we add our detailing. So I kind of want to do like a floral design. I'll probably have to do it. How big is 1.5? Oh, that's too big. Let's do it in 1. I think that's what I use for that. Yeah, okay, that should be fine. Let's do... just like some like big flower designs. God, I hate drawing like pattern stuff where there's supposed to be like creases. Okay. Okay. Start there. Add some more flowers. Oh god, no, not what I don't know if these can be considered flowers. These are basically just stars using like, or like petal shaped stars, I guess. But I don't want to do roses. Like everything I draw is always covered in roses. And like I'm not bad at drawing roses, but you know, it kind of gets like boring when you draw it so many times. It's too close. Okay, this isn't as bad as I thought it was gonna look. I do gotta fix this one right here. Oh. There we go. Just kind of fix him up a little bit. Next time I do a stream like this, I should find like some like lo-fi, like stream safe music. Because I feel like drawing's always better when you have like music to go with it. Oh crap. Not what I wanted to do. There we go. Currently listening to Genshin music. Genshin music is so freaking good. Did you watch the concert, their OST concert? It was so good. I did kind of miss like the first 15 minutes of it, and I didn't fall asleep during it, but I almost did because I went to bed super late at night. I think I was playing Genshin, but I wasn't. It was actually I stayed up till like 3 in the morning working on my Fatui Genshin OC. And then I remembered when I was going to bed at like 4 in the morning that, oh crap. Actually, no, I went to bed at like 5 in the morning. And I was like, oh crap. Tomorrow's the Genshin live stream. So I woke up 15 minutes before the Genshin live stream, watched it, and then was like, oh crap, they're having the concert right after. Except I couldn't find the link to the concert because they were playing it on Genshin's Chinese YouTube channel instead of the English one. So I missed like the first 15 minutes because I was trying to find it. But I found it. Didn't listen to the whole thing, only specific parts. I definitely, like, if you want like good background music, I would check it out because like they kind of took like the like the character themes and did like rock versions of them, and then like the actual just like place like OSTs were like super good. And also, Stu, thanks for joining in. You might not have any audio, but you are here in spirit, and I thank you for it because I know you guys have D&D soon, if not right now. Because yet again, I don't know when you guys actually play D&D other than it being Friday. And the character themes are the ones you listen to. They were so good. God, my cat is really enjoying laying on my feet. So I think that looks good. I might make these kind of like sway a bit. It doesn't look like I'm really drawing anything, but I am drawing something. This is all just sketching. I am going to go through and like draw like a finalized version. I kind of want to do something cute. Okay, so what we're gonna do. No, that's too big. You know, I have a tool that lets me. I forgot about this tool. I'm not gonna like this tool. If I have to adjust it every single time, I don't think I'll like this tool. Yeah, okay. It's good in theory, but I don't know if I like it in use. I don't know if I should do a ribbed corset design. I've only done it, I think, once before. I'm like, it looks really cool, but I feel like it's not like the vibe I'm going for. Yeah, we're just having a chill vibe stream. Although I don't know how chill me like talking about Genshin is, because I get pretty hyped up talking about Genshin. But it's a really fun game. Like, I can understand why like people like rave about it so much. No, I'm granted I've become one of those people. But like when it first came out, I thought about playing it because it was so hyped. Then I was like, it's not really my style. So I didn't. And then when I did start to play it, I was like, darn, should have like played this sooner. Because then I wouldn't have missed characters' banners. Granted, I also probably would have spent a lot more money on it if I'd played it from the beginning. But I wouldn't have needed to like pull for child this time around if I had played the game from the start. Could have saved up to C6 Toma, which I mean I'm still gonna try to do anyways. There we go. Done. I feel like I don't like what I just did with this corset. I don't know if I want the corset. Do you think I should keep the corset, King? Like, maybe not with the ribbing, but just in general? Or do you think I should just do the floral pattern? I think the floral pattern would look nice if I just did, like, a ribbon here to, like, tie off the waist. I might do that. Let's see then. To see the floral. This can go down even further. It can. Why does the other one not do that? Okay. So if that's the case, well, if I'd known I was going to do this, I probably should have left where the boobs were. Yes, those. I'll draw. So that's the boob. And then that's a boob. Oh my god. Stop pressing buttons. Oh my god, that boob is. Oh. I think this boob needs to be lower a little bit. Sure. So if we did, let's see, because here's where the different things are. So if we did a bow here, and the bow could have a ribbon hanging down. No, I don't like how that looks. We're gonna first let's add the ribbon and then we'll worry about the bow. So if we had like a ribbon, we had it kind of like hang down here and kind of had like that, and then okay, I'll have to use like a finer point for that. Then we continued. That's not how that one's supposed to go. Because we got to make up for that little boob crease. Which is why I hate drawing patterns on dresses. So if we did that, actually, whoops, if my computer will work with me, so flump, 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 flump. Kind of get that going. And then that one might be kind of hard to do, but we can at least add a leaf over there. Oh, that looks much better. The boob is off, but I can fix that. No, gotta do it from this side. No, the boobs are still uneven. Because why wouldn't they be? I think it's this one that I need to fix. There we go. Yeah. Okay. And then that. There we go. Then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add a slight ribbon to this bottom skirt part. There we go. Whoops, wrong layer. So now it should be kind of uniform. Look at that. That looks much better. Okay, you know, this is just all trial and error. And my cat's sleeping in a very weird way. I wish you guys could, like, see how weird my cat was laying right now. Okay. So now we're gonna sketch the hair. So the hair, I want kind of something pulled back. So I want the hair to kind of be like pulled back. So here are the ears. Okay. There we go. Okay. Whoops. So, if we did it, so that, whoops, and then that, but all the hair kind of goes this way. Oops, I don't want to do pigtails, I just want like a slight. How do they do this? I gotta look up the reference pic. Because it's kind of like the pull back like, you know, the, like, kind of like the rich girl hair. Actually, I bet if I just did that, that would probably show up better. If I said, like, rich girl. Rich anime girl hair. Making good progress. Thank you. Color me impressed. Thanks. I try my best. I've been drawing, I think both, well, I know Stu missed it, but I think you probably also missed it, King. But at the very, very beginning of the stream, I was talking about how I've been drawing dresses and outfits for probably since I was like 5 years old. This one, the showing the forehead one. Can I like zoom in on this? Because it's like this showing the forehead look. That's kind of what I want. Okay, so I see how they did it. Okay. So, we're gonna do zoom in a bit. We're gonna have her part kind of come here. And we're gonna do that. And we're gonna have like this little part kind of hangs down. Her ear will be there. Nope, that's if I line up the ears correctly. There we go. And then we do this. So it's kind of just like all kind of like comes back. Yeah, so we're gonna obviously make this cleaner, but I think we got the right idea. Just gotta execute it better. Whoops. If I can stop closing this damn tab. That is way too thick. Come on. Here we go. Then go in with a smaller thing, kind of like separate that. And kind of pull the hair to the back. Oh my gosh. Why is this such a struggle? So pull the hair to the back. And there we go. So now, probably don't need that many, so we're gonna blend this. There we go. I'm just gonna keep it there as reference, but I'm gonna add hair things. So yeah, that works. And then for a necklace, we could either do a ribbon choker, which would match kind of like the ribbons here, or we could do a simple chain with a small flower hanging down. I think I might do the simple chain. No, that is way too big. Okay. Gotta make sure that I'm like lined up. Okay. There we go. There we go. Here we add a little star flower. I'm going to draw a much better star flower than that. There we go. There we go. That looks cute. And now I gotta shift positions because my cat is killing my toes. Yes, baby, I am talking about you. And maybe for next time's drawing stream, I should add like a little cat to my little chibi. Okay. I like this. I think the hair might need to be fixed a little bit. But what do you think, guys? Do you think this looks fine? Should I start to color it? Well, to trace it and color it. I think it looks good. You like it? It's very me. Thank you. I was actually had the idea for this dress because I was like daydreaming, and what I was daydreaming about, I like needed a dress to wear to kind of like a red carpet event, but kind of like a very like laid back one where like guys would just show up in like dress shirts and like jeans, and girls would just be in like casual dresses, like not semi-formal but like close. And so like that's the kind of style I was going for. And normally when I'm like daydreaming, like I'll look up like reference pictures. Hence why I have so many like fashion things in my Pinterest folder. But I couldn't find a dress that was exactly what I wanted. So I was like, I should just draw it myself. And then I was like, I haven't been on YouTube in a minute, and I've been drawing digitally. Maybe I should see if I can stream it, because I was like, my computer might not be able to handle games, but it's handled like just talking streams in the past. So I was like, I don't see why it shouldn't be able to handle this. So I figured I'd test it out. And so far it's working pretty fine, so yay. There we go. One fell swoop. Sometimes how you gotta do it. I feel like tracing's always like the easiest part, but I also feel like I don't always like stick to what I do. Like, I forgot what I think it was my Fatui Genshin design. If you looked at my sketch versus the finalized thing, my sketch had no detail. It was essentially just shapes, and that was it. And then if you look at my finalized one, there's so many tiny details with like lace. I've changed like the sleeve designs completely. Like my like sketch for like the Fatui design, I think was like literally the sleeves just kind of went like this. That was like the sketch design, and then when I went in to finalize it, I literally went and I like did, I think like I had a bow here, and I went like that, and then I added like ruffles. And this was like my finalized design. So like the arm was like here, whereas this one, the arm was here, and I think this one might have had this. So it was like, this is my sketch versus like the final. So it's like sometimes I like actually like just trace what I did, and then sometimes yeah, I literally, because I sketched it out and I was like, I like this looks good. And then as I was working on the sleeves, I was like, they just seem too plain. Like she's a very like frilly girl. Like she's a very like the more the better. And I just felt like the sleeves were so simple. So I literally went and I just wung like ruffles and stuff. And they ended up coming out so great. I was like, what the hell? But it worked because now her like final design is like really, really cool. Like I actually kind of like wish she was a real character because I would totally cosplay her. And I technically know like I could cosplay my OC, but I don't know. I always feel weird about that because it's like nobody knows who you're like cosplaying when you do things like that. But in parts like this, it's good because you can like clean up your line work a little bit. So like the ribbon now looks like a ribbon. And then we gotta tilt it so we can have this. There we go. And we have the skirt, which goes to here. And then from there, we have the other skirt. There we go. And then we're gonna draw this finger to kind of hide the crappy line work, but also because like she needs hands. There you go. So I'm gonna draw the rest of her arm before we forget. There we go. Look at that. That's much better than the sketch where you couldn't tell what anything was. But sometimes it's just gotta be like that. Okay. And now we'll do the bottom ribbon. I always feel weird when I draw like this, where I have to like change the angle and stuff. Because even if I'm on like paper, I still have to do it. And it's because I don't do things straight normally. Like I always do things at an angle. Even when I write, I like slant my paper to the side. And I think I started doing it because like when they first teach you cursive in school, they have you like tilt your paper. And so I started doing that and it kind of just stuck with me. So I always like do that. but it's like weird because it's like if I'm drawing a straight line, I can't have it like it's not completely vertical and it's not completely horizontal right now. Like I have to have it at an angle in order to get like this straight line, which I think is kind of like weird, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, this part's going to irk me. I hate when the lines don't like line up exact. There we go. That's probably the best we're gonna get. And there we are. And boom. Then we can do that one. Scooch it down a little bit more. We can get that one. God, I love just seeing how like my work looks from, because I always sketch in gray. I don't know if it's a thing that everybody does or if it's just like a me thing, but I always sketch in gray and then trace in black. And I just love like how it looks because it just like brings it to life. I always think it looks so good. Okay, gotta add the leg. Okay. The leg. This one. Make sure that it goes in. I'm very like particular, and I don't know if like other artists do it, but I'm very particular that like when I draw clothing, I always make sure that like there's a little here, like I'm drawing a different color. There's always like a little space. Like if you look where the leg comes in, I always make sure that like the fabric is slightly out from the skin. So they're not like connecting. You can tell that the fabric is like over the skin. I don't know if that's just like a me thing, but I've always done it. There we go. Finish up the leg. Ow, ow, baby. Well, your claws were out when you moved. Yeah, they were. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat meowing. But he's being very talkative as he lays on me. You think you do something similar? I'm sure it's like something that like most artists probably pick up over time because like you kind of like learn how like layering works. And I guess it just kind of like makes sense that the clothing would be like slightly out. Yeah, do you agree, babe? My cat has finally moved so that he is not on my feet, which is nice because as much as I love him, it really hurt to have him on my feet. Okay, shoe. The final shoe. These shoes are actually really cute. I would not mind wearing these shoes in real life. See, if I have like a reference picture for shoes, I can draw decent shoes. If I don't have a reference picture for shoes, I'm very bad at drawing shoes. It's always like my kryptonite, like when I was growing up, drawing fashion and stuff, was I could draw like the prettiest dresses. But then if you asked me to draw shoes for them, I'd be like, what are shoes? I can't do that. There we go. I almost forgot to draw her other arm. Which would have been bad. God, I hate drawing hands. It looks so bad. But whatever. Okay. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. I keep trying to remember to like drink. I always like laugh whenever I see like streamers have like a hydrate option as one of the rewards. Because I'm just like, guys, like, I'm sure if they, like, they're not gonna die if they don't drink water. And then it's like, then I stream and I'm like talking so much and my throat gets really dry and I'm like, now I understand why they have the hydrate option. It's not to just be like, oh, hey, you should be healthy and drink water. It's you're talking so much, you're probably actually dying right now. Drink some water so you don't die. And it's like, I get it now. Same with posture checks. Oh my god. Yes, I agree. As I'm currently like curled into a ball, hunched over, my neck is literally like so bad when it comes to like, because I'm constantly craning forward, that my neck is literally like it's kind of like tilted forward, not like a ton, but it's like permanently like kind of like craned forward. Well, I don't know if permanently, because I know that there are exercises to kind of fix it. But it's because everything I do involves me craning my neck, whether it's me bent over a computer screen, bent over like a switch screen, reading a book for class, writing notes for class, sitting on my phone. It's like no matter what I'm doing, I'm basically constantly craning forward. And even when I try to do posture checks, I always end up like leaning forward. It's really bad. And it's really sad because I used to have actually really good posture. And now I don't. But, you know, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, so I guess it's like, whatever, but I'm just kind of expecting that by an old age, I will probably just be like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I've kind of just accepted that at this point. Like, I'm just gonna be hunched over as an old lady. I'm kind of like, you know what? That's fine. I don't care. Okay. That looks better. Okay, I think I fixed her hair. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay. Now, the head, neck, collarbones. She's got some very prominent collarbones, which isn't anything bad because I also have very prominent collarbones. I don't know why, but I always have to tilt the page for like drawing like this specific side for the shoulder. I think it's just the way that the curve is. I just feel better. Okay, and now we're gonna move to a smaller pencil to get the detailing. If I really cared about detailing, I could actually do real, like, chain links, but that takes a lot of time. And I'm not really here for that. It's much better. Okay. So now we gotta do the flowers. Very Marissa style. This is going to be a pink dress. It's actually really funny because growing up, like, pink was my favorite color, like, as like a little girl. But then, like, as I got older, I really didn't like the color pink. And it kind of stayed that way from, like, basically, like, middle school throughout, like, even, like, into the start of college. And then I dyed my hair pink at the start of sophomore year. And it was like not even like a deep pink, it was a very light pink, like you could barely tell that it was even dyed. But I was like, oh, you know, this is kind of cute. And then I dyed it a hot pink right before I went to Japan because by the time I was like in Japan and stuff, it was going to fade. And I wanted it like a pastel pink for like cherry blossom season. And I ended up like falling in love with how it looked that I ended up while in Japan getting it dyed pink and purple, but the purple washed out like immediately. And I've kind of been like dyeing it pink ever since. And I don't even think it's like, I like how it looks when it's pink, but I like how the blonde looks with the pink while it's washing out. Because it's kind of like an orangey blonde. And I just think it looks so pretty, which is saying something because I hate the color orange. So for me to like the kind of pink orangish blonde is saying something. But I've been dyeing my hair pink for so long. It's like I'm always the type of person that I like to color coordinate things. So when I was in Japan, because I had pink hair, when I was buying clothing, I would buy pink clothing so that it would like go with my hair, which is like really interesting to like think about, because now I own a lot of like pink clothing, even though like my hair is not pink right now. I was going to dye it. Gabby was going to help me dye my hair, so she was going to do the entire underside of my hair hot pink and then the outside of it black. But sadly, we can't do that because if I get an interview for a program abroad in November, I will actually have to cut the dyed part of my hair out, so like the bleached part, and whatever I don't cut off, I have to dye back to my natural shade because I have to like look professional for this job interview. So it's kind of sad because that's right in November, so I can't like, I'm not gonna like bleach the entire underside of my hair, dye it pink, and dye the outside black, only to have to like get rid of the pink and stuff. Like the pink's not gonna wash out in time. So it's kind of sad that I don't get to have like one last like hurrah with hair color. But it is what it is. I mean, if I ever like come back to the States, I'll probably like dye my hair again. But I can't once I'm like abroad. Like I might dye it black. I've always kind of wanted to dye it black. Lots of people think my hair is black. It's not. It's a really dark brown. It looks black when it's wet, I will admit that. But apart from that, it is just a very dark brown. So I understand people's like confusion with it, but it's like, no, my hair is definitely like it's dark brown. But I might dye it black because I've always wanted to dye it black. I think it would look good black. So I don't think that'll be an issue. I'm just gonna kind of add some texture in the hair. There we go. And she is traced, which means now we get to start color, which will be really fun, because if you think that I was bad at being on the correct layer while I'm sketching, I'm like 10 times worse when it comes to color. So let's hide the sketching layers, so we're just looking at the final thing. And then we get to move all of our layers around. No, not what I wanted. Thank you. Okay. So, I always start with the base layer being a skin tone color, and then I work my way up from there. So, we are going to, where are my other tools? I basically only use the erasers, the pencil, and the airbrush. Just gonna zoom in. Like I said, I don't know why I need to like work like zoomed in. It just makes me feel so much more comfortable. There we go. So do this. Okay. Okay, luckily it's small enough to get the fingers. Yeah, okay. This is not my skin tone, but you know. Live and let live. We're just doing generic skin. I don't even know what color this is. I just picked a random color. So I think I'm gonna do this a light pink with like heart or with hot pink flowers, not heart pink flowers. I think that's the vibe. And probably like hot pink ribbon as well. Oops. I hate when I go slightly outside of the line and instead of like erasing, I'm like, oh, I'll just hit the backspace. But then I forget that I haven't picked up my like stylus in so long. I'm really glad my computer is like one of the like not the tablet laptop, but like the laptop that turns into a tablet so you can just like it's a laptop but you just flip it to put it in tablet mode. So that's actually what I have. I actually did that for when we played Gartic Phone. I don't think I had it in tablet mode, but I definitely was not drawing with my mouse. I was using my stylus and my touch screen, which is why my art was like actually like halfway decent when I had time, because I wasn't, you know, drawing with my mouse. So technically I could have been cheating, but also like we weren't really, like we were just playing for fun. So it's fine. I miss playing Gartic too. We only played it the once. And I was really hoping that like everybody would like it enough to want to play again. I was hoping it would be the new Among Us. Because like we played Among Us for like weeks. So I was hoping we could at least get like 2 or 3 weeks out of Gartic. But we only played it the once. Gartic and Jackbox I really miss. I should bully Clutchy into playing them more. I think that's the vibe. I should do that. Just be like, play with me. Because Gartic was really fun, especially when we had like references and stuff. Like, I still am not over how good the Jotaro Jigglypuff one was. I was so proud of that. Granted, that one I did look up reference pictures for. Because I was like, oh, if I'm doing this one right. I'm gonna get the pencil in to get very, very, very tiny detailing. Because the airbrush is too big. Oh, that's wrong. There we go. And I think that is all. Whoops. Of the skin. Yeah, okay. I don't think I missed any of the skin. So next, we're going to do the base pink, which I think is going to be this pink. So we'll do the hair on this layer. Remind me we're going to do the hair on this layer, in case I forget. I'm definitely going to need to go back through with a pencil and get the parts that I missed. Because the airbrush is definitely too thick for some parts. Which is fine, because this is what I'm used to. The sleeves are tough because I'm like trying to be like, okay, what part do I need to color this color and what part's like the flower? Because the like fabric lines are kind of confusing. But I got it. I got it. Oh yeah, that looks cute so far. Wow, I've been going for like, what, 3 hours? This is a very long stream. One of my friends was like, oh, I don't know if I can make it to your stream, like, I won't be home when you start, and I was just like, it'll probably be a few hours, like, you'll probably, like, catch some part of it. And they were like, I hope so. And I was like, no, trust me, like, I know how long it takes me to draw. It's like, I'm either really fast, like, if I know exactly what I want to draw, I can draw it fast if I have, like, the ability to draw the way that, like, it is in my mind. But if not, like, today it was like I knew exactly how I wanted the, like, top to be, like, the sleeves. And so it took me, like, literally, like, maybe 5 minutes to draw the sleeves. But then it took me, like, an hour just to decide on, like, how I wanted the skirt. And I still ended up changing the skirt, like, 3 or 4 times. Okay, give me 1 second. My cat needs to leave my room. Yes, I'm coming, baby. I will free you. Yes, I hear you. Uh-huh. Yep. There you go. Mm-hmm. Well, while I'm up, I grabbed food, too. Okay. Oh, now I can sit much more comfortably. Much better. But, yeah, my cat needed to be let out of my room. He's been in my room longer than I've been streaming. So, He probably needs to like eat or use the bathroom. And now we take the pencil, let's bump it up to 2, and we go in and we color everything that the airbrush missed. And there we go. Oh, I can hear him meowing out in the hallway. I'm like, dude, you just wanted to leave. He's probably annoyed that, like, my sister has her door shut. But she's not feeling good, so she might actually be sleeping. I really don't know. It was funny because my mom and I went out to shop for materials for my Hilly Troll cosplay. And where we went was where my sister works. Not like the store that she works at, but like the town she works in. And it was funny because while we're there, she texted my mom saying, "Hey, I got let out of work early. Like, I'm at home." My mom was like, "Well, we're like 2 minutes from where you work." So, which is sad because if she had been at work, we might have gone out to eat for dinner, which would have been nice. But I actually liked what I had for dinner. I had potato salad, specifically Red Bliss potato salad, because that's like the only time my sister eats. I'm like okay with it. My stomach's not okay with it because it has like dairy in it, but taste wise, it's not bad. It's not my favorite potato salad, but like I eat it. But I had that and I had a veal patty, which I had one yesterday. But yesterday and today were the first times I've ever had one. They kind of taste like they were breaded. I don't know if veal patties are normally breaded, but this one was. But it kind of just tasted like a like weird chicken nugget because it was like breaded. It wasn't bad. I had it with plain yesterday because I didn't know like what it was going to taste like and what people like normally would put on veal patty. But today I had it with barbecue sauce because it was like, it just felt like, it just tasted like it would need barbecue sauce, specifically like Sweet Baby Ray's. Like it needed like a sweet barbecue sauce. So it ended up being pretty good. So I finished that while I was like drawing the little chibi character in the corner. Because I wanted something to like represent myself. Because I don't have like my face cam on. I was trying to figure out if I could like hook it up so it would like light up when I'm talking and then be kind of like dimmed out when I'm not. But I don't know how to do that. So I didn't. So she's just kind of sitting there. Very me. Now that I'm looking, I'm actually using the exact same shade of pink on my character as I did in that little chibi. It's a good shade of pink. I think it's also the pink that I used in like my Fatui OC. Let's do it for brown. You'd think I would have like this color kind of saved because I'm always using it. Get the brown hair. For this one, I'm just going to use the pencil so I'm not like messing things up. There we go. She's slowly coming to life. go. Okay. And the rest I can probably just do with the airbrush. I'll do like a little here just so I'm not like... I almost just hit the wrong button. I hate that the zoom is so close to the undo button because I always hit the wrong one. Which luckily most of the time is not actually a problem. But it's a struggle sometimes. This is a pretty shade of brown. It's definitely not my hair color. It's like a nice, like, warm chocolate. Okay. Now we can switch to the airbrush. Airbrush the rest of it. Yes, warm chocolate. Kind of like hot cocoa. There we go. Look how cute that is. I feel like I should have made her hair fuller. But I also feel like it looks fine the way it is. Oh well. This is mainly to showcase the dress, so I don't really want to get hung up on how her hair looks. Okay. So next layer, back to the pinks. Let's do more of a... I'm going to do this, but slightly hotter. Yeah. This is the shade I want. Is that gonna... It's like the perfect size. Kind of. You know what? It's close enough. Yeah, perfect. No, never mind. Okay, I'll just touch it up later in pencil. Yeah, okay. I like this color combination. The color combination of pink and more pink. Insides later, because the insides have to be slightly darker. I don't know which would have been worse to do, because I'm like I'm like filling in like these stars, and I'm like, you know, maybe roses would have been easier. And they would have been harder to draw, but they would have been easier to fill in, I think. Actually, they probably wouldn't have, because they would have had more like spikes to them. But, oh well. There we go. And then we're gonna zoom in and get the finer points. So we don't have just like random white spots on our flowers. I'm really curious to see how like the translucent layer is gonna be on top, because I'm gonna do it a light pink, so I don't know if you'll be able to like tell that it's there. Like I'm hoping that it will like discolor things slightly so that you can tell that there's something over it, but not like too bad. I keep like smashing my glasses into my pop filter. Whoops. It's fine though. I don't even need my glasses on right now. I'm just wearing them for the blue light filter. So that in case I needed to be like 2 inches away from the screen, I wasn't like killing my eyes more than normal. Right, I almost forgot to kind of fill that part in. Okay, we're almost done with this layer. I just got to do the sandals, because we can't forget to color those. Heaven knows how many times I forget to like draw the shoes, so I've like work on the higher parts and I'm like, oh, I'm done, and then I'm like, I'm not done. Like my dumbass forgot that I needed to like, you know, color the shoes or even draw the shoes. Sometimes I've done like the entire outfit and colored it, and I'm like, I didn't make shoes, crap. It looks nice so far. Probably could do some of the ribbon parts, like some of the straps with the airbrush, but just to be on the safe side, I'm just going to use a pencil. And there we go. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit for this part. I'm so excited. This is almost done. Okay, I just gotta do a slightly darker shade of this. Bring it, of course, I brought it down way too much. just to kind of show like the shadows. Just a little bit. Yeah. I hate that I can never like zoom this in just enough for you to like see properly. So now, third and probably final layer. I want like a really light pink. And an airbrush. If I do this, I'm going to try it with the airbrush to see. Okay, not what I want. So I'm wondering if the opacity, this isn't bad, because you can kind of see the slight color change. But then I feel like it's slightly too light. Make it slightly darker. Maybe a bit more. So it's still like opaque. Not too bad. Yeah. Because you can tell that there's pink there, right? Okay, you can see. Okay. Oh crap, now I'm starting to like overlap. Okay, you know what, we're gonna start at one end. I'm gonna fill it in this way. How does that look? Because you can tell that there's like a layer. But it's not like fully drowning it out. Crap, I keep hitting my pop filter, goddamn it. You can tell not too intrusive. Perfect. So, I think this might be done. Yeah. Just make sure. Got it a little bit. Whoops. Coat that in a little bit on top and just kind of fix the small parts that got like covered. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Add it kind of to like and there we go. Very nice You'd Rocket. I think it'd be interesting to see you in this. It is cute though. I would wear something like this. I don't know why, but I really like off the shoulder things. If it were really my style, I would definitely have like straps, because I feel like I'm known for like, if it were to have like straps or something where it had like a cutaway shoulder, I feel like I'm known for my cutaway shoulders because I have so many dresses that have cutaway shoulders. I have so many sweaters that have cutaway shoulders and so many just regular shirts that have cutaway shoulders. And that I feel like now whenever somebody like sees cutaway shoulders and they know me, they're just like, oh, it's a your style shirt. And I'm just like, oh, it is. Because I feel like that's like at least a solid half of my wardrobe is just shoulder cutaway shirts and stuff. Yeah, it's my signature style. And last but not least, I have to sign it. Or it's signed down by the shoes. Actually, I don't like how my signature looks on it. There we go. And this is a Marissa Collection exclusive. I just said my real name. That's fine. I've said it before on this channel, but I always feel like weird about it because I never refer to myself. But yeah. So this was fun. And I kept things on the right layer for once. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I don't need to do this, but I want to do this. I like just going through and like when I do something like this, just kind of adding like silver. Like, if I hadn't given her like these little hair things in front of her ears, I would definitely give her earrings. Yeah. So, I feel like I need to name this. And let's call it, what would be a good name for this? Maybe Starflower Sundress. That's a pencil look weird. Starflower. Now it's gonna be like 10 years for me to be happy with how I write. Flower. Oh, that is so tiny. Whoops. Gotta write it bigger. Might be too big. Star flower. Sundress. There we go. And voila. It is finished. I'm actually really happy that like changing like the opacity of the pencil gave it like the effect that I wanted. So you can still tell that like the ribbon and the like flowers are darker than the like background fabric, even with like the thin layer over. That's really cute. See, now my issue is that I want this dress and it doesn't exist. But that's my issue with everything that I draw when it comes to fashion is I always draw dresses that I'm like, oh, I would love to wear this, but then I'm like, it doesn't exist. And I don't know how to make it. Except for the Hilly Troll cosplay, which I am currently making. Which technically I'm not making entirely from scratch because I did buy the bralette, the gloves, the hoodie, and the stockings. So it's really only the skirt that I'm making and like the accessories. Gotta hit up those fashion designers. I wish I actually almost went to school for fashion design, which I think is where I was trying to go with my conversation at the very, very beginning before you got here, when I was talking about like my background with drawing and stuff. But I actually almost went to college for fashion design because like they teach you how to like sew and stuff there, and I know how to sew at a basic level, but I don't know how to like sew patterns and stuff. But I almost went to school for fashion design because I loved making, like, I love drawing dress designs, obviously, as I'm clearly halfway decent at it because I've been doing it for so long. But I actually almost went for fashion design because I was either going to become like a professional cosplay maker, like, you know, the people who like you commission dresses and stuff from, or like outfits for like Ren fairs or like cosplays and stuff, or like even like weddings and pageants and stuff. I was either going to do that or I was going to try to like be like a haute couture fashion designer because that's mainly what I draw. Like this is honestly probably one of the most casual dresses that I've drawn in a while. Normally I draw like really fancy like haute couture like when the Met Gala happened and the theme was like literally like red, white, and blue, and like like it was American independence kind of, and nobody like really followed the theme. I was like, well, if they're not gonna follow the theme, I'll design something. So this is what I designed, which I thought was kind of fitting for me because like I put like Independence Baby on like the shawl because like I was born on Independence Day, so I was like, this is totally what I would wear because it's literally the flag, but like haute couture. And then I have like fireworks and stuff as the earrings and the tiara. I was like, I would love to wear this dress. I hate America, which is probably not something that somebody born on Independence Day should say. But I would still wear this dress. So I tend to do like haute couture things. So this is definitely the most casual. I'm definitely going to save this. We're going to hit save so I do not lose it. Because that would be bad. but that's definitely something I would do. But yeah, I think because I finished, I'm gonna end here because it is currently like 11 p.m. and I started the stream at like 7:30. So I've been going for like 3.5 hours. Is that right? 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. Yeah, 3.5 hours, which is a lot. But thanks for stopping in. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks, King, for being here and for saying it's a fun, chill stream. Have a good night as well. And for anybody who's watching this in playback, because I know some people are, definitely let me know what you guys think of it and if you'd be interested in more streams like this now that I know that my computer can handle it. Because I definitely have a lot more things that I want to draw, not only fashion wise, but just like in general. Like I've been drawing tattoos for some of my coworkers, and so some of them I just need to digitize, and some of them I'm going to be drawing entirely on the computer. So if you guys would be interested in seeing that, or maybe we could have a night where you guys tell me what style dress, like you pick everything from the colors to the sleeves to everything, or we create like your OC or something, or like a channel OC. Yeah, just like let me know if you guys would be interested in more streams like this, because I know I haven't really been active on YouTube, but I feel like streaming might actually be easier to kind of just catch up and chill than like having a full on like edited video come out. But hopefully I will be able to get back into edited videos. It's been really hard with my school and work schedule, but there are a couple of comebacks that I really do need to react to. So look forward to those in the future, but thank you for stopping in and designing a dress with me. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful night or day. I don't know what time you guys are in, but hope you have a good one. Love you. Bye.